Hey everyone, and welcome back to Health Nova Zone. So, VA probably heard it a million times. The most successful people wake up at 5 a.m. It's supposed to be this magic bullet for productivity, health, and just overall winning at life. But is it really all it's cracked up to be? Or is it just another wellness trend that sounds good on paper but is impossible in reality? I was skeptical, to say the least. I mean, I love my sleep, but curiosity got the best of me. So, I decided to take on a challenge. For 30 days, I would wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. Today, I'm going to share the raw, unfiltered truth about my experience. We'll cover the good, the bad, and the surprisingly ugly. Was it worth it? Did I unlock some hidden level of human potential? Or did I just turn into a sleep-deprived zombie? Stick around to find out. Let's rewind to day one. The alarm goes off. It's pitch black outside. My first thought, why am I doing this to myself? Getting out of bed felt like a monumental struggle. My body was screaming for more sleep. I stumbled to the kitchen, made a coffee, and just sat there in the quiet darkness, feeling groggy and a little resentful. The first week was, without a doubt, the hardest. I was tired, irritable, and my brain felt like it was running on dial. I'd hit a massive wall of exhaustion around 2 p.m. every day, and all I could think about was crawling back into bed. I seriously questioned if I could even make it through the full 30 days. It felt less like a health hack and more like a form of self. But then, something started to shift. Around the beginning of the second week, my body began to adjust. The 5 a.m. alarm still wasn't my favorite sound, but getting out of bed wasn't a Herculean task anymore. The biggest game changer was what I did with those extra morning hours. That quiet, uninterrupted time before the rest of the world woke up became my sanctuary. There were no emails pinging, no social media notifications, no one needing anything from me. It was Kusme. I started a simple routine. A glass of water, some light stretching, and then 20 minutes of meditation. This wasn't something I ever had time for before. That quiet reflection set a completely different tone for my entire day. I felt calmer, more centered, and more in control before the chaos of the day even began. After my meditation, I'd use the time to tackle something I'd normally put off. Sometimes it was planning my day. Other times it was working on a personal project. And sometimes it was just reading a book with a cup of tea. By 7 a.m., when my day would have typically just been starting, I had already accomplished something meaningful. This created an incredible sense of momentum. I went into my workday feeling proactive instead of reactive. It was like I had a secret head start on life. This feeling of productivity was incredibly empowering and started to spill over into other areas of my life. I was more organized, more focused, and surprisingly, more creative. The early morning silence gave my brain the space it needed to think clearly and come up with new ideas. Now, let's talk about the physical health benefits. This was a big part of why I started the challenge. One of the most significant changes I noticed was in my diet. Because I wasn't rushing out the door in a panic, I had time to make a proper, nutritious breakfast. No more grabbing a sugary granola bar and calling it a meal. I was making omelets, oatmeal with fruit, or smoothies. This simple change had a huge impact on my energy levels throughout the day. That 2 p.m. slump I mentioned, it started to disappear. I was fueling my body with good food first thing in the morning, and it made a world of difference. It also created a ripple effect. When you start your day with a healthy choice, you're more likely to continue making healthy choices. I found myself reaching for healthier lunches and snacking less on junk food. I also used some of that morning time for exercise. I'm not a huge fan of crowded gyms, so having the option to go for a run as the sun was rising or do a home workout without anyone else around was amazing. It energized me for the day ahead, and honestly, it just felt great to get my body moving. Plus, getting it done in the morning meant I didn't have to worry about trying to squeeze it in after a long, tiring day at work. This consistency was key. Over the 30 days, I felt physically stronger and had more stamina. It wasn't a dramatic transformation, but it was a steady, noticeable improvement in my overall well-being. But it wasn't all sunshine and productivity. Let's be real. There are some major downsides to this lifestyle. The biggest one, your social life takes a hit. While everyone else is making plans for dinner or going out in the evening, you're looking at your watch, doing mental math to figure out how to get to bed by 9 p.m. To consistently wake up at 5 a.m. and feel rested, you absolutely have to go to sleep early. For me, that meant being in bed by 9 p.m., latest 9:30. This is a huge lifestyle adjustment. I had to say no to a lot of evening activities. My friends started joking that I'd turned into a grandpa. It can feel a bit isolating when your schedule is the complete opposite of most people you know. The other challenge is weekends. It's one thing to be disciplined during the work week, but when Saturday morning rolls around, that desire to sleep in is intense. I tried to stick to the 5 a.m. wake-up call even on weekends to keep my body clock consistent, but I'll admit, there were a couple of days I let myself sleep until 6 or 6:30. The problem is, if you sleep in too late, it can throw off your entire schedule and make that Monday morning 5 a.m. alarm feel brutal all over again. It requires a level of discipline that can be really tough to maintain long term. This isn't a do it when you feel like it kind of habit. It's an all or nothing commitment if you want to reap the full benefits without feeling constantly So, after 30 days, what's the final verdict? Is waking up at 5 a.m. the secret to better health? My answer is, it depends. It's not a magic pill. If you force yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. but you're really only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, you're going to do more harm than good. Sleep deprivation is serious, and it impacts everything from your cognitive function to your immune system. The key isn't just waking up early. It's shifting your entire schedule to ensure you're still getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. This means being disciplined about your bedtime. For me, the benefits were undeniable. The increased productivity, the mental clarity from my morning routine, and the positive impact on my physical health were absolutely worth the trade-off of a quieter social life. That protected morning time became the most valuable part of my day. It reduced my stress and made me feel more in control of my life. However, I also recognize that this schedule is not for everyone. If you're a natural night owl, or if your job or family life requires you to be up late, forcing a 5 a.m. wake up might just lead to burnout. It's all about finding what works for your body and your lifestyle. So, will I continue waking up at 5 a.m.? Yes. I've relaxed a little on the weekends, but during the week, it has become my new normal. The positive changes have been too significant to give up. If you're thinking about trying it, my advice is to start slow. Maybe try waking up 15 or 30 minutes earlier than usual, and gradually adjust from there. Create a morning routine that you actually look forward to. That's the key to making it stick. It's not about the time on the clock. It's about what you do at that time. What do you think? Are you an early bird or a night owl? Have you ever tried the 5 a.m. club? Let me know your experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful and want to see more content on health and wellness experiments, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching Health Nova Zone, and I'll see you in the next one.